This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
What is up? Good morning, friends, and greetings, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is always a healing system. It is always a regenerating system. It is always divinely mandated to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. No drugs required, no doctors required, no surgeries, no insurance companies required. It does it on its own, but it needs the raw materials to do its work. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your calls on The Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261. If you have comments or success stories, we love hearing success stories, 855-660-4261. Or if you have questions about the longevity formulations, ingredients, skincare formulations, we can help you understand all of it at 855-660-4261. That's our call-in number on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any longevity products, you can head over to brightsideben.com, take a look at our shopping cart. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Ask them about joining the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business and earn thank you checks and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. And, of course, you can also enjoy all the perks associated with having your own business, all for a one-time $10 fee. You can write off your home office, write off your home business, your mileage, your stamps, your stationery. You can even write off your product if you give some of it away as samples. You can find out all about it by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 or clicking on the Join the Team link on brightsideben.com. All right, welcome to the Bright Side again. Once again, thank you for joining us, friends. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time. We're talking protein. When you think about protein, think work, think strength, think growth, think repair, think anti-aging, think everything that we like about being alive. When you think about protein, think about life. It could be said that biological life itself, all of life, is just a function of protein. Protein is the essence of life. It's what makes an ant, a bee, a yeast, a mushroom, a tree, a dog, an elephant, a monkey, a man, a woman, a child. Everything is what they are from a biological standpoint via their protein. We are what we are from a biological point of view because of protein. As far as biochemicals go, that means protein is ridiculously important. As far as nutrients go, it's unbelievably important. Protein is the king of nutrients. If the body's biochemistry was a movie, the fats and the sugars and the vitamins and the minerals would be the supporting actors. The leading man, the Brad Pitt, the George Clooney, the star of the show is protein. And this makes protein really, really important. Protein has a sort of ability to morph. Protein gets its name after the Greek god Proteus, who could take on different shapes and forms. The word protein also refers to the prefix proto, which means of primary importance. So protein can be thought of as the primary and fundamental building block nutrient. Think of a clay sculpture. Imagine that the body and its relationship to nutrition and to its components is like a clay sculpture that's painted and then shellacked. The shellac would be the paint, the carbohydrates would be the shellac would be the fats, the carbohydrates would be the sugars, the carbohydrates would be the paint, carbs would be the paint, the fat would be the shellac, but the clay itself, the raw material, the bulk, the mass, that would be the protein. Proteins are all made up of little pieces, little chunks, amino acids is what they're called. So you think of a long string or a necklace, and the little components that make up that necklace, the beads that make up that necklace would be amino acids. The string itself would be the proteins. Amino acids are kind of like letters. The proteins would be like words. Amino acids are the building blocks, they say, of proteins. And you know what else? Proteins are really important, but you can actually use these single amino acids by themselves to get nutritional value. You can actually take amino acids individually and get nutritional and even therapeutic properties. We've talked about cysteine in the past as being really effective for helping chelate or magnetically attract heavy metals out of the body. Methionine is important for providing sulfur to the body. Glutamine is important for detoxification and as a component of glutathione and for muscle building. We've talked about small amino acid combinations called peptides that are made up maybe 3 or 4 or 5 amino acids. These little structures are not technically a full-blown protein. You probably need about 20 or 30 different amino acids to get something classified as a protein, but these little tiny pieces of peptide, I guess you'd say, that have little 2, 3, 4, 5 amino acids. You can get a lot of benefits from those too. You can get benefits from the amino acids that make up the proteins. You can get benefits from chunks of amino acids that are called peptides, and you can get benefits, of course, from protein. Some of the peptides that I like to work with we talked about glutathione a lot. That's a peptide. Skincare business is filled with peptides as active ingredients. Collagen is a peptide. And then there's the amino acids. Probably my favorite amino acid we've talked about it a lot. We talked about it yesterday a little bit. It's called arginine. Arginine is super amino acid. It's important for sexual health, for erectile dysfunction, for blood sugar control. It's a bodybuilding amino acid. If you're dealing with blood pressure problems or cardiovascular problems, you should probably be using a little bit of this amino acid. Arginine is a supplement, or at least eating arginine-containing foods. Super amino acid. It's got multiple elements of nitrogen, and that makes it unbelievably powerful. Probably the most potent and powerful amino acid when it comes to growth and repair. It's all about nitrogen. Nitrogen is an explosive element. Amino acids will all have a nitrogen element associated with them. Most amino acids will have 1 or 2 nitrogens associated with them. There's a couple that have 3 nitrogens associated with them, but arginine is the only amino acid with 4 of these super explosive elements. When you think about nitrogen, think explosions. Nitroglycerin or dynamite dynamite is made up of a special kind of nitrogen called trinitrogen. That means it's got 3 nitrogens. In fact, growth is actually a type of explosion. Growth is like a controlled explosion, and the explosive nature of nitrogen makes it a very important growth element. Nothing grows, nothing moves without nitrogen. Plants can't grow without nitrogen. If a plant is attempting to grow in a nitrogen-deficient soil, it isn't going to grow very effectively. Plants can't do what they do. They can't make cells, they can't make stems, they can't make roots, they can't make their components without nitrogen. That's why you have nitrogen as a key component of fertilizers. And that's also, by the way, why fertilizers can be used as explosive. 20 years ago, there was a guy named, I forgot his name, Timothy McVeigh, and another guy named Terry something or another. And they supposedly, according to the official story, if you believe government official stories, you still believe government official stories anyway, a couple of these guys got some fertilizer together, put it in a truck, and blew up this government building in Oklahoma City. I remember when that happened, and I was like, well, how could fertilizer really be used as an explosive? Well, it turns out fertilizer is packed with nitrogen, and that makes it explosive. Most of the nitrogen in a plant, and most of the protein, in fact, in a plant, is found in the seeds. And this can be taken advantage of, and in fact, it has been taken advantage of throughout history by human beings. In fact, the protein content of seeds is really one of the major reasons for what we call civilization. When human beings began to understand the protein value of seeds and how they could exploit this protein, actually the nitrogen value of the seeds, when we say exploit the protein, we're talking about exploiting nitrogen, humanity figured out how to...
Have you ever noticed how many sick and miserable people there are? I'm serious. I'm talking about people of all ages who have conditions and diseases which affect their quality of life. Most of them seem to have one thing in common: polypharmacy. That is, dependence on multiple prescription drugs with side effects that actually make them sicker and sicker, not healthy. The good news is that people are waking up to the fact that if you supply your body with all of the nutrients it requires, you will feel better, be healthier, and have a better life. It's important to know that Beyond Tangy Tangerine is the most amazing, great-tasting, comprehensive nutritional supplement. Besides supplying all the vitamins our bodies need, it also supplies the necessary minerals that are required for the vitamins to kick in. Look, folks, I'm hooked on it, and I think if you try it, you'll become hooked. This stuff really works. That's why I'm urging you to make it part of your daily health regimen. Visit InfoWarsTeam.com to secure your canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Sign up for auto ship and save on shipping costs. That's Beyond Tangy Tangerine at InfoWarsTeam.com.
Gold. It's like nothing else on Earth. From the Romans through the Renaissance, from the Industrial Age to the Space Age, gold has weathered the test of time. For 6,000 years, gold has remained the ultimate store of wealth. According to the World Gold Council and the U.S. Mint, demand is at an all-time high. The stage is being set for the reemergence of gold as the common-sense alternative to a fiat paper currency that gets weaker every day. Midas Resources is proud to offer the hard-hitting report that arms you with the truth you need to protect you and your family from the Fed's plans for your hard-earned money. Don't gamble with your future. Call Midas Resources today and ask for your free copy of As Good as Gold. Call 1-800-686-2237 for the report the Fed hopes you'll never see. As Good as Gold can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. If you have ever thought about owning gold, you must read this report. Call Midas today at 800-686-2237.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call? And how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network, GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us, friends. We got a couple lines open for you at 855-660-4261. We're talking protein. We're talking nitrogen, the explosive element in protein. Most of the nitrogen that's found in a plant, or most of the the nitrogen and the protein that's found in a plant is found in the seeds, and human beings have learned to take advantage of this through agriculture, through growing seeds. Before we have figured out how to really exploit seeds and